And a welcome to the North American Invitational of 2019 here in Onondaga, New York for some lacrosse action. This matchup is between the 1-2 Brooklyn Dodgers and the 0-2 Music City. Hello everybody, my name is David Bowie and I will bring you along here for the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to Lacrosse-TV for this matchup. We are in the midst of this invitational tournament. It's day 2. And this is the 32nd game overall happening in this tournament. Lots of non-stop action. And we are set and underway to drop the ball here for the opening face-off. And there we go. Let's drop the ball. Music City in the powder blue with the black, where Brooklyn is wearing the black with the blue trim and silver lining and text. And Brooklyn will start. It's Colts. Gets it over Martinez. Martinez takes a shot. That's a bounce and goes wide. No reset on the clock. Wickman tries a centering pass. Here's a shot by Colts and save by John Juan. Back the other way comes Music City. Based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Joyner gets it across to Garner. He'll pick up the loose ball off the half wall. Tries to get it on, but can't get it, but LaBelle will pick up the loose ball. Here's a chance, last second. And Joyner doesn't take the shot. And we will reset as the shot clock violation runs out. Collins will begin the rush for Brooklyn. He'll come along the wing on the far side. Collins. To Wickman on the near side. He'll go up the wing. Now he cuts through the middle, takes a shot, saved by Juan, rebound. And that just goes off wide. Delayed penalty call coming up here. It'll be against Music City. And oh, what a huge check. And it's going to be an illegal cross-check against Music City. That'll be Nate Glasser, the guilty party. There's a bit of a smile on the official as he made that call to the scoreboard staff. I think Glazer just sarcastically said no when he took that call. But nonetheless, the Brooklyn Dodgers will go to the power play for the first time in this game. This will set up the attack from the back. Martinez with a shot, loads up, and he scores. Not even 20 seconds into the power play, and Chris Martinez loads it up at the point and just rockets one overhead. And already the Brooklyn Dodgers strike first here, just under 2.5 minutes into the game. It's 1-0. Face-off won by Music City as Williams already comes in with a shot. Now that just bounces wide, but it was saved, so the shot clock was reset. Martinez able to pick up the loose ball for Brooklyn, and back the other way we come. He'll drop it off for Collins on the exchange to Mitchell. Martinez going up the near side wing. Martinez trying to find some room. He's almost getting double teamed. He takes a shot, saved by Juan. Rebound. Loose ball in the slot. No one's picked it up, but the shot clock runs out. So Music City will take over. Alex Scarfano to Kotsanis. Kotsanis going up the wing. He'll get it off to Henley. To Joyner. All getting shuffled around. Now here's a chance, takes a shot, and saved by Fragola. Takes it easily into the chest. But Kotsanis will recover the ball in his own zone. Henley now in the middle. He'll get it off to Jan Collins. Sorry, to Brad Sage. Sage with a pass, centering pass, and it just goes wide. But Music still retains control. Behind the back pass, and the check from behind will give Brooklyn the ball. Layden beginning the rush on the far side wing. He's got a big body and he's able to push his man aside. Goes in, tries to take a shot, but he was stick checked at the last second, which dislodged the ball. Play will resume with Music City now gaining possession from that out of play ball. And it'll begin with Mikey Garner. He'll get it off to Henley, who's fresh off the bench. 9:43 left to go here in the first half. There's a centering pass. Here's a chance up in front. Saved by Fregola. He's able to get it off the left hand. It's Michael McLaugh. He did score a goal earlier in the day. Tries to feed it for Colts, but that pass goes a little bit errant. Martinez, pump fake, centering pass. Not there on the mark for McLaugh. It was recovered by Brooklyn. Here's a shot by Collins, and that's saved by Juan. Music City now going in transition. Williams charging hard with some speed. He beats his man, takes a shot, but he just can't beat Fregola as he shoulders that aside. Chance with a Superman dive, and score! Austin Williams with patience and persistence, able to score on a desperation Superman dive, able to beat Fregola opposite to the short side, and is all tied up 1-1. Music City gets the equalizer goal. That was some sweet feeds that were coming out into the slot, which really gave Williams that opportunity to be able to get in there. Now Music City wins the faceoff. Henley comes in, he's being checked by Salonis. So I'll have to throw it back to Garner. LaBelle is calling for the ball, but it'll go to Joyner instead at the middle of the point. The centering pass just gets deflected and lined up in the arms of Fregola. And back the other way we come. Blanco. He'll get it to his man. Now to Collins. Collins got to creep it up, trying to get in there. He'll get it back to his man at the point. There's a quick shot, and that was deflected of Semic. But Brooklyn still recovers. One shot, second on the shot clock. Delayed penalty call also coming up. It'll be against Music City. It'll be for an illegal cross check. And let's just see who the guilty party is. It'll be Nate Glaser, the guilty party. He'll go into the box for an illegal cross check. And once again, the Brooklyn Dodgers are back on the power play. They're already 1-for-1 here today. Let's see if they can go a perfect 2-for-2. Martinez, he was the one who had the power play goal. To Colts. Shuffling back and forth, trying to open a lane. Colts with a shot. That's wide right. It'll bounce all the way back. No deflection. It's kept in, so there's no over and back, but Music City will pick it up. And back the other way. Here comes A.J. Beck. He gets stick checked. Loose ball. Picked up by Corin. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Music City being a little bit aggressive with the forecheck. Now Schindler will handle it in the offensive zone. Schindler, the backspin. Gets to the point. Martinez with the shot. That was deflected. There's behind the back shot, and that just goes wide. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Mitchell picks it up from out of the air, but he can't corral it, and now Music City will take over, and the penalty has expired. The Glazers just kind of waiting, and now he'll finally get out of the box as the rest of the offensive unit comes out to the field for Music City. LaBelle winds up. Now he fakes it, and he tries to pass it off, but that goes off the half wall and into Fragola's arms. Brooklyn in transition. All Miller cradling through. He's facing some stick checks, trying to body his way in. Gets in the offensive zone, but he'll lay it back for Layden. Layden has that very large frame, able to go through him. And he takes a long shot and he scores. Dan Layden with a powerful shot to go with that big body. Lays it out with a sidearm at the point. It just beats John Juan. And I don't know how he was able to snipe that through at the point with no traffic in front. May have caught Juan off guard, but nonetheless, that's going to be a goal. And that's a big one as it's 2-1 now for Brooklyn over Music City. Music City with a face-off win, and they're striking really quickly, but saved by Fragola. And the Dodgers will pick it up. Solonis to Wickman. Wickman's going up the far side wing. Wickman coming in with speed, jumps in, and that's going to be saved by Juan. Now things will be slowed down with Alex Strefano. He'll lob it up for Garner, who will take it to the far side wing. Back to Henley, who likes to usually play in the center. Henley looking for some help. Takes a shot anyway, and that's going to be easily netted in by Fragola. Under 3.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Layden, who just scored that goal earlier. Huge sniping shot from the point. Let's see if he's going to go back to the well again for that shot. Layden's trying to get in with that big body. He's being checked by two men, but still has the ball. He passes it off for McLaugh, and he scores. Michael McLaugh finds himself on the scoreboard as he's able to get a shot in from the point, and that extends Brooklyn's lead to 2, as it is 3-1 Dodgers over Music City as we are approaching under 3 minutes here in the first half. Miller and Williams in for the Dodgers and Music City respectively for the faceoff. Faceoff will be won by Williams and Music City, or will it? Ball is jarred loose. Nobody has clear possession of it yet from after the faceoff. And Music City finally does. There's a quick shot, and Fragola makes a chest save. And Brooklyn will recover the rebound. Pass intended for Schindler, not on the mark, so that's going to bounce all the way into Music City zone. And here comes Music City now in the offensive zone. LaBelle can't quite handle the pass, but he'll be able to scoop up the loose ball anyhow. Kutsanis, low shot, and there was a whistle before the shot was done. And we've got a penalty coming up here. That's going to be against Rodriguez. It's legal contact. So now Music City will get their first chance for a power play and see if they can get themselves back to within 1. As Joyner will begin it. There's a quick shot. It's LaBelle just scores. Tucker LaBelle wastes no time on that power play and just absolutely rockets that opposite short side corner. And what a huge goal that is for Music City. And a little bit of momentum to get back as we are approaching the second half. So a power play goal goes for both sides, one apiece. And the face-off is won by Music City. 25 seconds left. So Williams, there's a shot, save. And you can hear from the Music City bench that they're telling them to hold it. They don't want to give Brooklyn a chance, but they had possession for a little bit, but it's going to go back to Music City. 5 seconds left. They have a chance for one last shot if they can be quick. There's a shot that goes way wide. And the buzzer will sound, and that will be the end of the first half. Your score so far, the Brooklyn Dodgers 3 over Music City 2. My name is David Bowie, and you are watching the North American Invitational of Lacrosse here in Onondaga, New York, just south of Syracuse. Thank you for joining us here on Lacrosse-TV. And a matchup between the Brooklyn Dodgers and Music City. But don't go away as intermissions are very short. Only 2 minutes to rest and relax and regroup. And it's been quite the tale for these teams so far. Music City 0-2, trying to get their first victory of the tournament. Brooklyn Dodgers 1-2. They just suffered a loss to the Vermont Voyagers not a couple hours ago. Each of these teams have a power play goal, so the special teams unit has been working offensively for these teams, but very closely contested. We've seen mostly back and forth. I believe Brooklyn has won the time of possession game, but we've seen some beautiful point shots from both teams as they can grip it and rip it. A lot of power behind these athletes, and they know how to score. They know how to shoot. And to be so accurate and to be so powerful with the shots, they're quite deadly for any goaltender. Final seconds of the intermission will complete here as we start the second half. Westmoreland for Music City will take the faceoff from Rodriguez. Here we go, let's drop the ball. Faceoff will be won by Brooklyn, and they will start the attack here in the second half. Coming in Superman dive, kind of a low dive, is Brooklyn. That was Martinez trying to get in there, but easily saved by Juan. Joyner going into the far side wing. Tries to get to Garner. Garner takes a shot. That just bounces wide. Still in play. Shot clock doesn't reset. And now we're going to go back the other way. With some speed is Music City. Sorry, Brooklyn. Here's Layden all alone. Takes a shot. Saved by Juan. What a great save. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. And it'll be an illegal substitution. It'll be against Brooklyn. So Pat Korn will serve the penalty, and Music City will go on the power play for the first time in this half. They've already scored once on the power play, so let's see if they can do it again and get the equalizer goal as Joyner will start the rush. Kotsanis has it on the near side. Will get it back to Joyner. There's a low shot, and that's saved by Fragola. Salonis now bounce passes it to his man on the far side. And they're going to slow things down a bit as Michael McLeod just holds on to it before he hands it off to Wickman. 33 seconds left on the penalty. 14 on the shot clock. Layden on the near side. He's got a rocket. He scored one from the point. And he loses his stick from all the checking. Now there's a loose ball for it at the high slot. And the time will run out on the shot clock, so it'll be back to Music City's ball. Only 9 seconds left, however, on the penalty. Packor is eagerly waiting to get out of that box. We are back to even strength as Korn won't go back to the bench. He'll immediately join the defensive end. Korn slashing Joyner. Shot by Garner, saved by Fragola. Rebounded just goes outside to the far side, and Fragola will just pick up that ball from behind his own net. Long outlet pass for Colts. He's got Williams on him, and Williams able to body himself inside, so that way Juan can go pick up the ball. Great defensive job there by Music City to force the turnover. Scrifano gets it through to the middle. Shot, save. Brad Sage on the shot. Got to get through the middle. Tries to get a moving pick. And there's going to be a slashing call coming up. I believe it's going to be against Alex Scrifano of Music City. But let's see what the call is. And it indeed will be a slashing call against Scrifano. So Brooklyn will go back on the power play. They are 1 for 2 so far. This will be a good chance for them to give themselves a getaway goal. Let's go for a 2-goal lead, but let's see what happens. Colts in the middle at the point. To Martinez. Nice passing. That's going to be saved by Juan. I think it caught it in the middle of his net. They tried to go 5-hole on that one. A good stick positioning by Juan to keep that ball out and keep it a 1-goal game. And the 10-second violation has been called, so it'll be back to Brooklyn's ball. Long outlet pass to Layden. Layden trying to find some room there in slot. Now he tries to go from under, and he lost the ball in the process on that shot. Trickling ball comes out to the near side corner. Battle for it along the boards. Let's see who's got it. Music City's come away with it. And now it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Henley just can't get the pass on him. And now he's just going to take his time. Henley gets checked by Wickman. But Kutsona's able to retrieve the loose ball and then get it to Joyner, who's going around the far side wing. Joyner from behind the back, and that pass will be intercepted by Fragola. And we will have a little bit of a turnover here with 9:32 left to play here in the second half. Pass intended for Mitchell as he had to pick up the loose ball. Shot saved by Juan off the right pad. Rebound off the shoulder. Layden with the shot. 2 good saves by Juan, and oh, what a huge hit. That went right into the boards. I think Layden got shoved into the boards. And I don't think the contact into the boards was incidental. Sorry, was intentional. Definitely the check was legal, but I don't think he intended for him to crash into the boards like that. I think he just tried to knock him on the ground. Look at those Austin Williams there with the check. So play will resume with a full clock. Martinez to Williams. That pass just goes errant, and now back the other way. It's Simic. He's going odd man rush. Here comes Henley. Henley takes a shot. He scores. Dan Henley, fresh off the bench, able to score on the odd man rush. And just like that, it's all tied up at 3 as Music City gets their equalizer goal with 8:32 left to go here in the second half. And Semic just really good in transition, able to make the read and make a great pass out from that odd man rush, which caused that goal. And now face-off violation will go in favor of the Brooklyn Dodgers as they will start the rush. Here's Layden on the shot in the slot, and that's saved. But where's the ball? I think it's probably caught in Juan somewhere. Oh, and it was caught in behind his right pad. Couldn't find it for a little bit. And now back the other way comes Music City, who just tied the game a couple moments ago. LaBelle, he's got a rocket of a shot. He had one goal earlier from the point. Centering pass for Henley. Henley just shoots it wide, and it bounces up in the air. It'll be retrieved by LaBelle. But the shot clock will run out, and we will get a turnover from the shot clock violation. Salonis has it for Brooklyn, and will carry it into the offensive zone. Salonis trying to cut through. So he'll decide to give it to Mitchell instead and spread that ball around. Now Colts has it on the near side wing, trying to shovel through, spinning back and forth, and gets it right back to Mitchell. Couldn't find some space here as Music City's playing tight. Bounce shot will just go out of play as the final seconds of the shot clock were about to expire, so they had to take a shot. And now Music City will take control. Brad Sage to Joyner. Joyner passes from inside the slot from behind the back shot. That just goes high and bounces out of play. 6:13 left to go here in the second half, as Collins will start the rush for Brooklyn. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be an illegal substitution. Let's see who that's going to be against. The penalty is indeed illegal substitution. Let's just see who's going to serve the penalty. And we haven't seen anybody go to the box yet. I believe the penalty is going to be against Brooklyn. And finally, someone is making their way over to the penalty box. So Jordan Rose will serve the penalty, and Music City will be back on the power play. They've got one so far this game. Can they get the go-ahead goal? Shot, and that's it. Stopped off Blanco, but it looks like it hit him in the face as he was wincing a little bit from that shot, or caught him under the chin. Saved by Fragola. And then Blanco is able to get a whistle here, as that could have possibly hit him in the jaw, as he's favoring his face from that shot. He is wearing a face mask, but it had to have caught him somewhere in a bare spot. So he goes off into the bench, and play will resume. 32 seconds left here on the power play, with 4:44 left to go here in the second half. Music City back on the attack for the power play. Here comes Garner. Back to his man in the middle. The attempted shot just goes wide as it was kind of knocked out. but Music City will retain control. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They've got to fire one off. Shot, and that was deflected. And the shot clock will run out. And thus the dying seconds of the penalty will also go. .404 left to go here in the second half. It's a tie game, 3-3, as Layden will begin for the Dodgers. His pass intended for Schindler, not on the mark, but Schindler's able to get it off the half wall. Now he passes to Wickman from behind his back, but it's not quite there. Now there's a loose ball on the far side corner, and the clock will run out for the shot clock. So it will be a Music City's ball with 3:33 left to go here in the second half. It's a tie game. Centering pass out in front, score! First time I mentioned Tyson Svoboda's name here, and he does it in great fashion as he was open in the slot and does a change of direction in his shot in the slot, and Tyson Svoboda gets the go-ahead goal here for Music City, and it's now 4-3. It's the first lead for Music City this game. As there are many smiles on Music City bench, having a bit of a sigh of relief now that they have the lead with only a couple of minutes left to play here in the second half. Oh, so we're going to get a whistle here, and there's going to be some discretions here between the referees. I'm not sure what's happening yet, but the referees are discussing what's going on. It looks like the head official is overruling another one. But it will be a face-off in the middle, and Williams and O'Miller for Music City and Brooklyn will be taking the face-off respectively for their teams. 2:30 left to go here, and a false start will go the other way, and Brooklyn will take over on possession. They need it because they're down by one. Not a lot of time left on the clock, but definitely some time to score. Martinez on the far side wing. He's prancing through. Avoids a cross check almost to the head. Takes a shot, and that just goes wide right. It'll bounce all the way back, and it won't be an over and back hole. Scrivano picks it up. He'll get it to Henley. Henley is going to slow it down a little bit, try to wear out some clock. And we've got an illegal substitution call. That's under 2 minutes. And it's just going to be 1 minute. It's not going to. And they only subbed one, so they will. It's under 1 minute is where they'll get the penalty shot, but it's just under 2 minutes. So that will not be the case. So Skiri Pack will serve the illegal substitution penalty, and this is a big thing for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Colts, shot by Martinez, saved by Juan, rebound. It will be picked up by Brooklyn, but out of a shooting lane. Colts takes a shot through traffic, and that's just going to bounce wide and will go out of play. The Dodgers are arguing that it was actually tipped by Music City. I don't believe that was the case. I think the referees have it right, and they're going to continue with that as Music City will have possession. 1:23 left to go here in the half, but 33 seconds left in the Music City penalty. And this is going to be a big half minute for Music City. And we have a whistle blown. And it'll be timeout for Music City as they want to try to figure out a strategy here to be able to basically play keep away for as much as they can. Likely going to want to get a shot off in the dying seconds and gather the rebound to reset the clock and then hold it out for a little bit longer. 24 seconds are left in the penalty to Music City, and there's 15 seconds left on the shot clock, but Music City does have possession. 1:12 left to go in the second half. So you have to think that they're going to try to hold the ball as long as possible before firing off a shot and then trying to pounce on that rebound. And already the ball is lost for Music City, so this is a great turnaround for Brooklyn. This is exactly what they want, and now they're going to go back on the attack. Lindholm shoots, he scores! And that was absolute perfection done by the Brooklyn Dodgers, executed wonderfully as they were able to force a quick turnover. And then in transition, Dan Layden quickly gets on off the bench and scores in the slot to get his second goal of the game. And we're tied up at 4-4 here with less than a minute to play in the second half. What a clutch moment for the Brooklyn Dodgers to tie this up, and now they're on the attack. Martinez circling around, tries to get it to the slot. No one's there, but loose ball is picked up by Al Miller. He tries to pass it into the slot. It's a loose ball, and Juan will try to cover it. He failed the first time, gets to the second time, the ball is jarred loose, but Music City will come away with it. Only milliseconds on the game clock, that's higher than the shot clock, so Music City can basically run the clock out before taking a shot. But there's a shot right there, and that's wide left. There's going to be an over and back. So now timeout is going to be called by Brooklyn, and smartly so. So that way they can stop the clock instead of having it run from the neutral zone. So 7.6 seconds left, tie game. The Brooklyn Dodgers already showing their clutch genes, being able to get the game-tying goal off a brilliant execution, forcing a turnover, and then in transition coming back the other way, giving a wide open shot to Layden. And now here we go. Final 6 seconds left of the second half. Colts, he's going to wind up, take the shot, saved by Juan. Rebound, it's up in the air, and the clock runs out. And we will head to sudden death overtime between the two teams, as they have been evenly contested, and we've seen huge momentum shifts go back and forth between Music City and the Brooklyn Dodgers. 4-4 scoring affairs has been quite exciting. And who does not enjoy sudden death overtime? I absolutely love these scenarios where it's one goal takes all here. Both these teams have enjoyed a power play goal throughout the game, and we've seen some razzle-dazzle all over the place and some wonderful power shots at the point. Some great stick handling in the slot to be able to score. But make no mistake, Juan and Frangola have been brilliant in their own right, being netminders for this game. If you are just joining us here, you're watching the North American Invitational of Lacrosse here in Onondaga, New York, just south of Syracuse, where NCAA stars and international players from all over the globe are coming in for this wonderful showcase. And you might see the future stars playing today here at this Invitational, hoping to get into the NLL in the future. We're approaching the latter minutes of this intermission. My name is David Bowie, And we are set to go here for this sudden death overtime between the Brooklyn Dodgers and Music City. It's 4-4 all, and it'll be next goal wins. And Rodriguez and Williams will be in the face-off draw, and it'll be won by Williams and Music City. So they'll get the first attack. AJ Beck gets it back to Williams. Williams to Joyner. To Dan Henley. He's on the far side, cutting into the middle. Brad Sage gets it off to his man. There's a low shot, and that'll be netted in. And I think that's caught in somewhere in the pads of Frangola. I think he went through the back end of it. He's trying to shake it loose. Whistle has been called, and they finally get it out of him. Looks like it got up from under his shirt. So now Brooklyn will get their first crack at overtime as Layden, who's got 2 goals so far, I'm sure he'd be happy with the hat trick. Will send it off to Collins in the middle, cutting through at the point. Collins getting double teamed, back to Layden, going for the hat trick and save. Rebound out in front. Where's that ball? We're going to get a couple whistles here. And let's see what happens. Layden got shoved down in the middle of that scrum from in beneath the slot. As no intentional harm was there. As great sportsmanship from Nate Glazer helping up Layden. So Brooklyn will resume the attack. And they have a reset clock. Martinez picks up the ball from the near side wing. Looking for his man. He takes a shot, that's wide, short side, and then I'll bounce all the way back, but Schindler will recover the ball. Martinez, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Layden with a shot, that just goes wide right, and the Music City will get it on a turnover. There's a chance for Scarfano, he's one-on-one for a bit, but now the rest of the cavalry comes on for that defensive unit of Brooklyn. So Music City will just hold up and wait for opposites to come on. Pass intended for Henley goes all the way back. So it'll be an over and back call. And now Brooklyn will take over. There's a low shot and Juan makes the pad save. And the push from behind call is going to be against Music City. So Brooklyn will have possession of the ball with a full clock, 12:10 left to go here in this first overtime period. Schindler trying to come in, does a little fake spin. And there was an illegal push from behind. So now Music City will take over in transition. So here comes Music City now back on the attack. Henley. He's going up the far side wing. He'll shove it back to Garner. Now to Joyner on the near side. Joyner, centering pass. Not there. Fregola able to scoop it up. Martinez. He had the game's first goal. He'd be happy to get his second. To Wickman. He's on the near side. Gets it to Collins. Collins trying to come in. He'll get it back to Martinez. Martinez behind the back shot. Saved by Juan. Rebounded by the Dodgers. Trying to go from behind the net. Try to centering pass. Not quite on the mark. And in transition, that's Kotsonas. He's all alone, however. So he's going to sit back and wait for the rest of his team to join him. Henley. On the far side wing. Back to Brad Sage. Sage loads up. Thinks about shooting. He's not going to. Just cradling it. He's just facing a lot of stick checks from Winnie. And he'll just rainbow it up in the air from his backhand. And the shot clock will run out. Looks like the ball hit Cam Van Houten's head there at the end of it. Gosh, they're wearing those face masks. Brooklyn now starting their attack. All Miller receives the pass from Colton. He'll move to the far side wing. All Miller looking for a pick. He can't get one. Kind of lost the ball for a little bit. There's a loose ball as Semic is harassing him, and he finally gets the ball after Martinez, but there's only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Colt has to take a shot. He will, but that's deflected, and the shot clock will expire. It'll be Music City's ball. 9:40 left to go here in this first overtime period. We do not have draws here, so we need to have a winner. Henley has it on the far side wing. Who will be the OT hero? Henley still fighting off a couple defenders. Tries to pass it out. Loose ball out in front. And the shot clock will expire, so it will be a Brooklyn's ball. Collins. He's on the far side wing, getting ready to start the rush. Collins evades a man, but he got stick checked, so he lost the ball. Now in transition, pass intended for Williams, not on the mark. That could have been a breakaway chance had he done so. And Frangola is able to scoop it up and get a nice outlet pass back out to Collins, and we're back to where we left off. Martinez on the near side wing. Trying to look for a second goal. He lobs it back from behind the back by Layden, but crease violation will turn the ball over. Layden tries to put a highlight reel kind of goal. A no-look behind the back shot, but he did step into the crease before he made that shot. There goes Brad Sage. Takes a shot, saved by Frangola. Loose ball out in front. Goalie's out of the way, way out of the net. Finally gets back in as Frangola was trying to play deep to corral that ball. Now there's a huge dog pile there in the near side corner, and the referees will have to separate the piles. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. 7:32 left to go here in this first overtime period. Just over halfway through now this first half. We have yet to see a goal from either of these teams. And it's sudden death here, so whoever scores wins the game. Oh, that pass is intercepted. There's a shot by Layden, but he couldn't get all of it as his stick was hit as he was making the shot, so he couldn't get all of it in. That was a great job by Tom Simic, who has the ball and caused that deflection to happen. So now Music City will start their attack. Joyner. Back to Svoboda. He takes a shot. He rifles that way too high. There's a chance, last second ditch effort as the shot clock runs out. But it doesn't go through, and now it'll be Brooklyn's ball. We've been stalemated here for the past 8 minutes. Now Music City in transition. Back the other way. No breakaway chance, but we might have a quick odd man rush chance if they're quick enough. And LaBelle steps into the crease. So it'll be Brooklyn's ball. Potential odd man rush chance evaporated. Brooklyn's going to take over here as they enter the offensive zone. Wickman coming in with speed, takes a shot that's high and way wide. Now Music City will take over. Music City waits for the rest of the offensive unit to come onto the field in transition as substitutions are getting on. And you notice on the opposite side, there's one Music City and one Brooklyn Dodger player hanging out in front of the Music City net in the slot. Ball is loose and knocked over. It's a turnover the other way. Oh, there's a huge hit laid on by Layden. He falls down and gets immediately back up. Sargent rips it And that's deflected and goes wide. Simic will now just slowly walk up across half before he drops it out for Kotsonis just to take out the 10-second violation rule. Out comes Brad Sage. Winds up. LaBelle with a shot. Saved by Frangola. Rebound. Picked up by Music City. They've got it back at the point. Kotsonis. Pass to LaBelle. LaBelle takes another shot, and that looks like it went off the stick of Paul Bowman. And I don't think Bowman was really intending to deflect that. It just caught the back end of a stick as it was just laid from behind him. So fortunate for Brooklyn. Let's see if that'll translate as Sargent goes in. He gets it to Schindler. Schindler with a bit of a spin move, absorbing a few cross checks along the way and slashes. Gets it out to Martinez, looking for a second. Winds up, fires, and that's just wide left. And we will have a shot clock violation. And now Music City will go back the other way. Svoboda's trying to go up there with speed, trying to get a breakaway chance, but the defense for Brooklyn able to get there just as fast. There's a quick shot, save. And a great job by these goaltenders here in the past few minutes. Haven't seen any scoring in the last 12 minutes of game time. Compared to these goaltenders, they're doing their jobs. And a check jars the ball loose. We have a broken stick with a delayed penalty call coming up. And it's going to be a holding call. Let's just see who the culprit is. There's also a broken stick out there on the field. And the holding call will go against Music City. That'll be Rob Clark, the guilty party. Hard to ask for a better opportunity for the power play as the Brooklyn Dodgers go to work, see if they can seal it with a power play goal to win this game. Martinez to Colts. Colts through the middle. Get it to Martinez. He loads up and reconsiders it. There's a shot. That's just wide left on the short side. Paul's able to pick it up. Colts with a quick shot. And Colts scores. And that's the game winner for the Brooklyn Dodgers as they get their power play goal to win this game 5-4 late here in the first overtime period. Jesse Colts able to rocket it through and beat Juan. And that improves the Brooklyn Dodgers to 2-2 in this tournament. And Music City will now drop to 0-3 in what has been a hotly contested game between these two squads. And oh boy, it took a while here in the overtime period, but we have a winner. And congratulations to the Brooklyn Dodgers and Jesse Colts scoring the overtime winner. But you got to tip your hat to Music City. They showed off their resilience and was able to fight back. My name is David Bouyan. Thank you so much here for watching the North American Invitational. Brooklyn Dodgers 5, Music City 4, 1 in overtime. Thank you for tuning into Lacrosse TV and have a pleasant day.